Hi, welcome back to BSC Army, the leading media agency on Binance Smart Chain. I'm Kristen, and I'll be the host for our live AMA session today with the very handsome representative from Moniwar, Henry. So today we're broadcasting from the BSC Army YouTube channel, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications for other interesting videos that are coming up every single week. And as usual, we will be hosting two interesting giveaways. The first one is the pre-live giveaway, and the second one is the in-live giveaway. So the first one is where I'll choose 5 lucky winners by the end of this live section. So don't forget to stay until the end to see who are those. And those 5 winners will get 100 USDTs. And the second giveaway is the in-live giveaway, where 5 of the best comments or questions that are dropped during this live will be chosen as our winners as well. So those 5 winners will gain 100 USDTs as their prize. So right now, let's get to Henry from Moniwar. Henry, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very clear, Kristen. And hello, everyone, to this AMA. My name is Henry. I'm now the representative of Moniwar.
Great. So would you like to introduce a little bit about the project and also your position in the project as well before we get to the video?
Yeah, of course. About myself, I have to say I'm currently works at the representative of Moniwar. So Moniwar is basically an epic puzzle game with a PvP mechanic for everyone. The aim of our project is to create the new experience for players in the field of gaming and DeFi. The game is created with good mechanism for players to be both entertained and also to bring income in a sustainable way to make money for the user. For originally, our game is inspired by the very famous and widely loved game around the world named Battle of Legend. And we combine with a little bit with the history of Greek myth and also with the DeFi technology, blockchain technology, by taking the full advantages of interactability of blockchain, allowing the real world players to interact with each other in our virtual world in Moniwar. So it's break down all the barriers that the pre-existing traditional game have, and our ultimately our goal is to build a complete world-class entertainment platform with a worldwide coverage based on our blockchain technology. So hopefully, later this year, when the official version has been released, you can download Moniwar on both iOS, Android, and you can play directly on our website. So that is some, brief introduction about our project and about the game Moniwar.
That's very amazing. Thank you for the very descriptive introduction of the project as a whole. So yeah, we have quite got a picture about the rising star Moniwar these days. So right now, let's get to the introduction video of the project, shall we?
In the Iron Age, 1200 BC, the world was divided into 3 realms. The Upper Realm Elysium, ruled by the Devas and the Council of Gods. The Middle Realm Soma, the inhabitants are sentient beings of several races. The Lower Realm Makir, the territory of evil spirits, Asura's monsters, led by King Abraxas. At the beginning of the 3rd Eon era, there was a fierce battle between 2 realms, Elysia and Makir. The war accidentally created space-time gaps that opened the way for the Naraka monsters of the lower realm to invade Soma, bringing chaos to the physical world. Monsters from the lower realm Makir invaded Soma and took over many lands. But every war has an end, and the gods of the upper realm use their power to defeat the monsters of the lower realm. Before disappearing, the pieces of Azazel's corpse had turned into metal, wood, water, fire, and earth monsters, directly ruling the lands on the physical plane. Lucas, the son of King Abrazax, who had to bear in the hatred for the death of his father, has assembled 5 legendary monsters. These creatures represent 5 ancient elements of the world. With enormous support from these monsters, Lucas craved to conquer the beast and gather his force waiting for Revenge Day. Action the metal. Denver the wood. Hydros the water. Pyros the fire. And Seafawn the earth. Together, they have traveled to the land, captured the monsters to prepare for the final battle with Elysian, the upper realm. So, what are you waiting for? Join Moniwar for the fantastic journey with Lucas and the legendary monsters.
Wow, that is a very epic and appealing like origin story about Moniwar. And yeah, that is very expressive video of the project. So would you like to tell more about the project's name meaning and like what's the story behind that? Where did your team get the idea for this name?
Sure. So for Morning War, so basically it starts from, as I have said before from the first part, is start from the very like ancient Greek history, Moni, and it's based on the war in the Greek history between the 3 realms before the Earth, before humans appear. Is that the upper realm, the Soma realms where every creature lives, and also the lower realms when we normally call it the underworld. And before that, before the humans appear in 1200 BC, so there is like a tremendous battle war between the upper realm and the lower realm. And this war created a space-time gaps between in the Soma world, and is released the monster from the underworld to the human world, to the world where creatures and plants lives. So and in that war, we can see that there is unfortunately the king of the underworld, Aparasas, was dead, and the story of Moniwar starts from that moment when his son Lucas tried to gather all the pets, all the creatures in the Soma world to make an army to revenge for his father. And players, when attend in Moniwar, will participate in his fantastic adventure through maps, to lands. Also, there's total 5 maps in the games: water, metal, nature, fires, and also earth. So after the maps, he tried to collect an army and gather to fight against the upper realm. So that is basically a short story from that also. So it's, as you can see, that it's very different from the trendy game plot right now, which many games follow with the heroic theme and try to build their games with the saving the world story. But with our games, we try to make it become different with the theme of revenge. As you can see in the trailer, the creature, the pets in our game is a little bit like in dark theme, but it's very approachable for the players. It's not too too scary. It's a little bit somehow still very friendly, and it's makes some feature makes the Moniwar become very unique and different from the others, different from the crowd. And that is, the long story short. I really want to tell you more about the game plot, but I think that you should wait and keep update when the game is being released, so we can fully enjoy and in the game and in the game plot with the adventure of Lucas.
Yeah, of course. I have already amazed by the game plot of Moniwar and like how every, hero and like every land has their own story. And that is kind of one of your unique selling point for the project, I think. So apart from you as the representative from the project, would you like to, tell more about your team members? And how many team members are there have been working with you, along with you since day one? And how do they contribute to the project?
Wow, that is, like when talking about the people who contribute to our project. So there are many people that I want to name right now, but I think it will cost all the time that we have here in the 2 day AMA. So
It's
I
fine,
just
just take your time.
so I want to try to focus on those who's are very important, like our team, our core team. So which I really want to start with, the beginning of the all, the founder, the CEO of the project, Mr. Bao. So he has like 13 years of experience in the video game
Mm-hmm.
industry and 4 years of building blockchain technology application. And he is currently the head of technology in BAS. And beside him, we have our co-founder, our CMO, Mr. Andy. He is an expert in blockchain marketing field in Vietnam, and he is also the CEO of very, the big agency in blockchain marketing is MBC. And other than that two person, the core team also include many leaders in their field. Each of them each of them is in charge of different parts of the game, like from the developers, from the art, from the community management, from the marketing. So we comes from different fields, but we all want to ensure that when the game is being released, we will provide you the best experience for our players. And we are so confident to make a very wonderful game for our user to have an amazing game experience. And that is some people. That's some people that I want to talk about when talking about a team.
Great. So together as a team, you guys have built quite a lot along the way, as I can see. Like this whole game, this whole project, and like the business model.
Mhm.
So to talk more deeply into that, would you like to say something about like your like the NFT, like what significance that it stands for in the game of Money War?
So about our NFT mechanism, so that is something that's very clear that we have mentioned in our GameFi section that you can easily find on our website, moniwar.io. So basically, the game NFT system will include four main parts, and we that will run and function surrounding one and only common token named MOA. So the first part of it will be Moniwar Shop. You can call it the marketplace. That is
Mm-hmm.
the place, the main exchange market of the game community and investor. Here, the players and the investor can buy and sell the gaming items, the pieces of the pet, or you can sell like stones for upgrading levels, or the charm to like increase some indicators of the bet. That is the shop. The second one is the Moniwar NFT pool. So this is where players and investor can mine and stake the token, the MOA token. The third one is the Moniwar action. We call it the action because that is the activity that you take part in the game, where you can earn the reward after each time you play, win, or you pass a map. So the reward will be in two ways. So the first one will be the chest, and the second one will be in the blind box. So that is a two way you can earn the reward in the game. And also there is another things in the Moniwar action, another activity that you can take part in. You can take the game item, is we call it the auction. So whoever paid the highest price will earn the reward. So that is one way to like increase the competitiveness among the community. And the fourth part of our system will be the bounty, the Moniwar bounty. So basically, before and during the game launch and IPO round, there will be many airdrop events and mini game, and lucky attendees can get a valuable prize and early NFT items like pets from our site. So that is some of the feature of NFT that you can see. And for more detail, you can also reach our website moniwar.io for detailed information.
Great. Thank you for a very descriptive explanation of this like whole NFT marketplace for Moniwar. So you have talked quite a lot about like the token utilities in the NFT marketplace in the game already. But would you like to clarify more about like the tokenomic distribution in like for example, like the upcoming IDO that you guys are holding? And do you like how do they how is the token is distributed to the team and like to like add liquidity or something like that? Yeah, would you like to talk more about that?
Yes, of course. So different from others games that you can see in the market nowadays, we in Moniwar we only use one token, one and only common tokens, and its name is MOA. For the total pool, we have 300 million token in total, and will be no burning mechanism in Moniwar. All the game transaction will be free. Only the token deposit or NFT trading, item trading in the market will be charged a small transaction fee, about 1% of the total transaction fee. And the 80% of this process of the transaction fee will be put back into play to earn reward pool to increase the reward for in-game players. So that is the information about a token and the distribution for that amount of tokens. So 40% of that will be used will be put into the game for play to earn reward. So that will be 120 million token. And the other part, about 10%, will be put for marketing strategy. 10%, 50% actually will be for developers, our team, and also our advisor as well. And 10% will be used for the liquidity. So that is some information about the token distribution.
Great. That I think that that is a quite a smart way to distribute and like to divide the tokenomics of MOA into different kind of aspects. So one last question before we reach the Q&A. There are a lot of like scam projects out there on the market. So what would you like to say to guarantee your users' security, your users' trust to the project as a whole? And like, do you think that your security system worked well enough to secure your users' wallet and like their trust in your project as well?
Of course, that like keeping the safety environment is our top priority when first developing the game. We are also working on with the third party audit agency, so that we can make the community and also the investor give more trust on the project. For the in-game safety, so with hacking and also bugs and cheating, there will be the system that to solve that problem. We put inside the game with AI system, so that will be one feature. So every like strange phenomenon in the game that happen will be immediately being tracked by our server, and so it will be immediately report to the development the dev team, and they can easily solve it and try to avoid the consequences. And with the hacking, so we really, I think that we is the effort not from the game developer, from us, but also is from the community as well. We really need your help so that we can maintain a very healthy environment. So if you discover anyone or any strange things that appear when you are playing, you can report it to us through the report system. So that is how we can like keep in track about what happening in the game, because the more people we put into the effort, so the more effective it will be.
Right.
Yes, yeah. So that is some of the things that I want to share about maintaining the security of the players and also the investor. We really try to make it become the safety place and healthy, friendly environment for not only when you play, but also for the investor as well.
So do you plan to give those people who like report the bugs in the game to your dev team or something like that? Do you guys plan on granting them any kind of like contribution or any kind of prizes?
Yes, of course. So there will be, like a small, like reward for anyone who report the to the problems, the hacks.
Yeah.
So that will be, like the encouragement, the small encouragement that we have, we give to our contributor. So I think that's will, it's not too much, but it will have to, get closer to the community and
Right.
making good, developing the game in the good way.
Yeah, transparency is always the key in every kind of project in this crypto space. So yeah, I think that plan would be very, that would be one of the very attractive point for the project as well. So, oh yeah, I forgot to ask you about the roadmap. So how has the business going, and what have you guys gained along the way, and what are the next goals in Moniwar, milestones and like something like that?
Yes. So with the roadmap and also a milestone. So from the very beginning, from like now start launching in October, in August this year. So we have received a lot of attention from the audience, and this makes us really proud and really feel like grateful about that the attention, that great attention from the audience. So like there's many impressive number that I really want to share with you right now. So
Yeah, of
with
course.
in our Twitter, so there's more than nearly 770,000 followers in our Telegram
Wow.
Moniwar global group. So is more
Mm-hmm.
than 60,000 participants. The Facebook page is also hit 32,000 likes recently, and our TikTok channel has reached to 10 million views. So, in addition, so there are more than 200 global newspapers have reported on us in different fields related to blockchain, investment, and economics. So that is, like some indicator in million. And our goal, our biggest target is trying to going global. And I think that with this such support from the community, from the audience, so that will be very like possible. Um, After the IDO round happened, in 2 days, so we will try to release. We will release our beta version in the later of October, and after the beta version, after we collect all the comments and all the advices from the players who play the beta version. So we try to improve the gaming experience and try to fix the existing problems. And later in this year, in November, hopefully that we can give you the official version of Moniwar, and that is the plan into 2021. And next year in 2022 there will be many things else to Moniwar, with a lot of big updates, with new maps, new paths, new game modes. There are many things to be wait, and I think that you should stay tuned and keep update to our novelist news on our social media.
Of course, I believe everyone who are watching this live, particularly, and those who are in the group as well, would love to hear more news about the project. And I hope you guys can keep your promises about the roadmap and like your upcoming events to the users. So yeah, thank you for all of your answers. I believe that we have reached the second part of this live AMA, which is the community Q&A, and also is the in-live giveaway, where 5 comments that I'll read after this will also represent the 5 winners of our giveaway. So let's start with the first one right here. So it says, because the game is comparable to that of the Diamond game, is it too simple, or do you need to come up with new methods to play? This one is from the username of Luzandre 1984. Yeah, so Henry, would you like to give our answer for this user?
Yes, sure. So, like developing the game in, like the traditional way of playing, like Diamond game, I believe that is very, like approachable way to get to as many users as possible. I believe that everyone here in this watching this live, and even you, Kristen, have played this type of game before, like Candy Crush or something. I don't know that you think that it's easy enough, but with my experience, I have never like won every part of the Candy Crush, and I've never passed 500 rounds of Candy Crush. So I think that it's not that simple. It's not that easy for like Diamond puzzling type of game. And that is the first part of thing. I think that when the game is being released, I think that you should give it a try. And if you can pass all our round in one day, so that will be like an excellent result. And also, what with other method of play, of course, that our game is not only about diamond. It's not only about diamond puzzling. We have many others game modes like PvP, where you can combat, use your team comp, use your pet to combat with others player in the server. And this will be in the single battle, or you can team up with other 2 members to make a party, and you can battle with them. And beside the PvP that I have mentioned, there will be world battle, that the server will be divided into 3 teams. So at the end of the day, the team who has the highest score will earn the reward. So that's is how we try to connect our community, try to bring our player closer, not only PvE but also PvP as well. That is a new game mode. And beside that, I have to say that there are many other game modes that will be updated later on in our updated pack, with dungeon or auction game, or even PvP bet. And that is the things that we will release this year, with that you can bet with your opponent a certain amount of token, and if you win, you can earn all that token. So that is a very interesting interaction between the players in the game. So yeah, that I think that is enough to answer the first question.
Yeah, I
I
also
think so.
think it's a good idea to, start small and then keep upgrading and upgrading so you can keep your users to stay and, keep them attracted and excited for the upcoming events. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with being too simple at first, but then yeah, like every project needs to have a plan to developing the project even more in the future. So yeah, thank you for your answer. I think that pretty much comforts the user. And for the second question right here, how is your plan to build in the in-game community as it is important for the long-term development of the game? So this is from Chris, 1234. Henry, would you like to give your answer to this user?
Yes, of course. About the community. So, you know, community is like is like the main part of a game. Building the
Right.
community is very important to make the game become a
Yeah.
healthy and also developed.
Mm-hmm.
We are also aware of that as well. And with the community right now, before the game happened, we try to to bring Moniwar to as much community as possible, not only in C but also many other big community that has experienced in crypto around the world, like in Korea or in USA or in China. So in each community, we try to reach to their CM, their community manager, and we try to keep to bring our news and being our news that being translated in their language, so that this will be very approachable and very easy for many people to be approached. And beside the AMA, we have many mini games or airdrop events before the game happens to to attract more people to come. And also there are many like events for like only Thailand, only Vietnam, so that will increase the individualistic of each community. That is for before the game launch. And after the game launch, we will also organize and also host many AMA as well, so that we can listen to the community and we try to collect the and receive the comments from the players, and we try to listen and keep updates, because there will be things that we think is good, but the majority of the people think that it needs to be updated. So that will bring Moniwar become the better and even better. Um, as well. And also there's one important thing, that because in the market right now there's many we have many competitors. Like in 1 month there's many projects being pushed into the many project about NFT is pushed. So to win and to win the heart of the community, to win the heart of the majority, so we try to reach to the non-crypto community by giving them, like the brief introduction about what is blockchain, what is the GameFi in the game, how you can earn money in the game. Because with this community, they don't have, like even a small knowledge about blockchain. So we need to, like educate them about the game, about blockchain technology, so that they can easily take part in the game and join the game as well. And also in game, all the system, all the feature are very like user friendly. Is we simplify it to reach to many people as possible. Like we aim not only to young people but also workers, or even like the elderly, who just only they what need is that they have time, they have money, so that they can invest in a game and take time to enjoy the game as well. So that is our majority and our strategy to reach to the community.
Yep, I also believe that community stands an important part in a project success. So having a marketing strategy, a proper one, is very important. So for the next question, The situation of buying tokens at very high prices at the time of exchange listing happens frequently in IDOs. Do you have any advice for investors preparing to buy MOA? So this one is from the username of Lampard85. Yep, would you like to give them an answer?
Of course. So as you have known, in 2 day times, we will have our IDO on 4 platform: Launchstone, Cardiac Change, BSD Station, and J Launchpad. And we are the whitelist is still open for the registration, and we have received like more than 70 million 100,000 registration from the recent day. And for those who want to invest in MOA in the early stage, so I think that registering in the IDO is the best way for you to have the MOA token with the very reasonable and profitable price. If you are not lucky, you have not been chosen in whitelist, so there will be after the MOA token being listed on PancakeSwap, so you can also buy it, but the price is not as low as it is now. So take your chance, and I think that we can, if you are lucky, so you can join us in our IDO round. So that is the one that I think, for advice, that I think that is very necessary right now to buy it for those who are interested in the MOA token.
Great. So I think they have also did some kind of research about your Moniwar IDO in the upcoming time as well. So that's why they have they have a very perspective opinion about this issue. But I think your answer covers quite enough and somehow comforts them for the concern that they're having. So thank you for your very great answer, Henry. And now we're reaching the fourth question here. Is Moniwar a project you built from zero, or do you already have a game product in the traditional market? What do you think about the future of traditional games moving to blockchain games? So this one is from the username of Phạm Duy Vũ. Would you like to give your answer for this?
Yes. So originally, Moniwar is developed from a traditional game that I've mentioned the name before. Its name is Battle of Legend, and we put the blockchain technology inside the game. So when it is before that, the game has has won the heart of many people, and is becoming one of the top trendy game in the market at that time. But when we put the blockchain technology inside the game, so we aim to the bigger. When we heading for a bigger target, that we want to widespread the game, not only for the players but also for investors as well. And also, as you see, that blockchain game is becoming a trend right now, with many companies, many organizations will try to jump in and try to bring their project, introduce their games, their project every month. So I think that is a very prosperous field, that not only for the creator but also for the participant can join in and can earn money, earn that interest from playing the game. So I think that the future of blockchain game is very bright, and there's many things that we and also other games can do with NFT technology, and we can wait to see that become real and become happen to you.
Great, thank you for your answer. And unfortunately, we have reached the last question of this section. Solving the problem of inflation as well as generating income for players is always a problem of many projects. Why do you only choose MOA as the main token for the project activities? This one is from the username of LoveGame1. So as I can see from the marketplace, from the market right now, that there are a lot of like GameFi project who like, which they are like using two or even more tokens, for
Yeah.
the project, because one for like the traditional market and one for the in-game tokens. And I think they have this very confusion about like the decision why you guys only choose to do one only. Yeah, so would you like to give your explanation for this?
Yes. So I has been asked this question, like many times in
Yeah.
like previous AMAs, because many people curious about how we keep the inflation rate low with like only one token, one main token like that. Because there are many examples about successful games that use like, as you have say, more than two or more, even more than two tokens, so that you can reduce the inflation rate. But to our thinking, I think that we try to keep the game simple. That is our main thing. So making while using only one common token can help the user to easily adapt and get used to our GameFi and easily in play. With the inflation, we try to use another way. We try to goes into different paths from the crowd. Um, with the only token, we do not use the burning mechanism like other games. So the pool of the token will only be the fixed number. That I have say 300 million token, and that number is fixed. So there will not be new tokens, and we will charge you every time you make the transaction in the market. That will be
Mm-hmm.
1% of the total fee, and 80% of that will be put back into the game through the reward play to earn reward pool. So that will keep the inflation number in like controllable rate. And also in the game we use one feature named stamina bar. So every day the player will only have the chance to play uh, a, like the highest the highest will be 10 rounds, 10 activity per day. So that will control the numbers of time or the number of reward that each player can earn a day. Is like uh, avoid the farming situation when players can play all day, then they can earn many rewards in the very early stage, like high and valuable items in the game in early, so
Mm-hmm.
that they can like he can push the price of the item very high, and also that it keep the balance between players. So that is the how we control the inflation rate. Like we try to work on more with that, with more solution to inflation. But when it's happened, we try to control it.
Great. Thank you for your very great explanation. Um, well, I think we've covered quite enough about the project, and also I've answered five of the questions from community and from the users. And yeah, I think you have pretty much converted their concerns about every kind of issue for regarding this Moniwar project. So let's get to the last section, which is where we're gonna find out the five winners for our pre-live giveaway. And let's open up our lucky wheel. And later on, after this, we will post the winner announcement on our BSC Army Twitter account. So guys, don't forget to look for that and claim your reward. Wow. Okay, so congratulations to those five winners whose usernames are shown on the screen. So thank you. And we will post all of this information and the rewarding claim for process as well on our BSC Army Twitter. So look forward to that. And right now, Henry, thank you for being here with us. It has been a very great AMA, getting to know more about you, more about the project Moniwar, and we have got a quite deeper understanding and like insight of the project. So, do you want to say any last words with our lovely audience right here?
Yes, of course. First of all, I want to thank you, Kristen and BSC Army for hosting this very informative AMA for the community. I have seen a lot of questions from the comments on the channel, but with a limited time, so I cannot answer to it all of that. But I hopefully that with what I share during this AMA, so it's help you bring you more insight about our project. And if you have any other doubt, any other things that you want to ask more about Moniwar, so feel free to reach to us through our social media. So we can clarify, or we can explain to you and answer the questions like immediately. And like last word, thank you for being here today with me, with Moniwar, and with BSC Army. And hopefully that when the game is officially released, so we can see you again and see you in Moniwar with Lucas.
Yep. So guys, join our Telegram group and Moniverse Telegram group, Twitter account, website, and more to receive updated news about highlighted projects, crypto news, and IDO information, and a lot of giveaways are coming your way. So thank you all for staying tuned until the end, and I want to see you all in the next video as well. Goodbye.
Goodbye.